dos, dos, uno, uno, dos, dos, uno, uno.
Ladies, gentlemen, bad listeners, lost souls, inspired individuals, Freemasons, pseudo-hard rocks, filed gluttons, narrow minds, scutters, Crylon, creationists, MCs, skeptical A&Rs, all reasonable facsimiles, and of course, you. I am DosEOne, and this timeless masterpiece is Untitled. Lend an ear, creation's loyal patrons kneel for purification. Focus the mind as weaknesses forsaken, and stop that frail hand from shaking. Now presiding is the honorable libido raping, vocally volatile champion of non-decadent optical illusions. A noxious will, abusing you obnoxious lil twits with biting prose and iron-clad wits, all honed in the brazen tip of a battle-torn pick, brandished upon desire of the lyricist. Those oneness of self in the words I manifest, leaving that palate cleft and bloodlet for your alien savage times. Modern man, modest to spawn, labels favored concubine, must suck some serious dick to get signed with bright eyes and breeze behind. Cocked and primed for molestation, submissive harlot of an audible abomination. Act complacent or any pinkish tissue pulsating in that inner ear. This synesthesia is obliterating with an austere affinity for herb hating. I grabbed my intellect automatically, crew and was like, hey you, yonder golden MC. I'ma augment your existence's consistency. It's the who you think you be, autopsy, working out kinks in a personal autonomy. Public officials have been quoted as calling LIFE. Boy, I simply scoff at your audacity and feeble attempts to thrash me in that awkward auditory sense. I'll make you the one-man walking audience and auction that off for 6 pence. Simply content with my authenticated wrath and giving one more now lifeless bad listener an autograph. To my old pal Fast, Big Don, Mac Popper, Money Cool, Law School Flash. You better slip in your cold-blooded ass back into that there grass. Obviously your obese ego's obstructing my path. Besides, Oblivion's about 1.5 miles in that direction. So run along, obsessed, pay perfection, obedient mongrel, stop stretching reality around truth. Gesture is seen through obscene gestures. You and your idiotic, obscure thought are secretly store-bought, but I observed and caught you silent, looking synthetic, smiling in a window display, obliged to convey the pathetic dying offshoots of any culture. You're what they call, and I quote, sir, a weakling. Try being conscious of what you think when stepping between a mic, this man and his instinct.
Hey yo, Dos, they still listening. Obliterate them.
I scope skeptics speaking, and yet can't hear him knocking on bang on wood. So I'm a scar minds like childhood, quite predictably misunderstood. When judged by cover, come let's take it to the stage. Scuttling, blinkle, groovy, and part-time butt plugger. Get your soul out the gutter, another mindless thought muttered. Mark your last particle is spit, sputtered word to the mother. In a thanks for the life sense, better get to liking past tense, cause flesh and flame. Fellow sparse sense of permanence, and presently vermin has devoured your form of physical bodily semblance is minimal to match conception, nonsensical vaginal infection, mere trivial imperfection in a been tarnished world, often found face down, fantasizing in a puddle of earl, garnishing one-armed leper girls with flower petals and pearls. Faggot, I like you with your hair curled, or better yet headless. Feel free to aid and abet this. MC's whack rappers cold fetish, close-minded critics give me my credit, unless you can freak tarred and feathered in the coming spring season. Lackey lacking rhyme and reason, keeping it real, retard I'm reaming. You're being to repay for teeth marks left in my all-seeing book of law. Alas, I say audible obliteration and no more. Obliteration, it's audible obliteration, it's audible obliteration, it's DosEOne, it's audible obliteration, it's J.Rawls, it's audible obliteration, it's secret society, audible obliteration, it's audible obliteration. I am the illest thing in creation, known to become to this earth's surface, true to the bone in a poetic sense, metaphorically. I rip MCs out they tense, whether it's past, present, or future. I shall dilate you in the constant stream of things. The thought is what has got me beaming unto the sun. It is my coming, pack a goddamn piece of mind. I've been watching you, I know the time. I do crime, but she fucks every piece of slime with a dick twice as hard as he thinks. Capitalist pigs are tickled pink, squealing his rap sinks deep on the brinks of artistic expression. The livid conscious lesson has been eclipsed by Smith, Wesson, ignorance and illustrious monetary heaven with its pearly platinum gates. All the dawn pee, degradation one can take in crotchless panties awaits. Your John Hancock shit, you could have your own license. Reeboks, MC Smooth Daddy, die by caddy, pyrite, 9X, finite, slave badly. Misunderstood pumps, it's not just the glitter, noise, pollution, and shaking rumps, but that unconscious lack of content sounds good with echo type nonsense. What'd you lose first, mind, soul, or conscience? Crawl back from whence you came, so the most remember your real name. Soul, flesh, seeds, and plane of existence. Resistance is no longer futile, it's deadly. Wake and heed the revelry, it's that gunshot siren scream medley, ringing through more than radio waves. I hear selling oneself pays quite handsomely in these days. Now you can eat, sleep, and drink yourself to 3 graves. Line with your prized possessions, that rusty old tech, plush Lex, and some antidepressants. Who would have thought your essence would have died with all them precedents? Here service pours and meters compliments, so the chefs see what you wasted wasn't just breath. Lost the spirit, will, persona, now what you got left. Fine man, sold to death, less that someone's green request. You could be singing duets with Neil Diamond in a sequin dress. Tongue is manically depressed. Ah, bitch glocking, nigga expelled from your chest at doctor's orders. Son, you've been coloring beyond the borders. Now look at this mess of a marauder, caught defecting from the new order. Disemboweled, condemned and molested upon the pulpit with a plume embedded in your gullet. Here's your source award, one with a bullet lodged in that tortured mind. Alas, you disappear like the rest of your kind. The stars are properly aligned. I throw your hide to the ravenous dogs of time and slip into my pride of scavengers. So yeah, I rhyme. Listen, it's the key to understanding locks knowledge of self to be true. Are you listening? It's the key to understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening? Yeah, I call it art, in which the drug race, gang, badass gun plays a significant yet small part, but most of y'all are in the dark, blindly drawn towards such light. For this here imitates life, for so the saying goes, your being is much greater than crack corners and holes. Boy, you're reaping death with those flows, while I breathe life to my prose. Take your feet from your mouth, your fingers out your nose. Get your mind off those clothes. True God's don't rock name rain rose. Your fear not only shows through that intoxicated bravado it glows, but my sight is ultraviolence protected, and most fictional ones are not well receptive. Don't get me wrong, the direction like the willing conception of each adolescent. Save your own prophet test when kitchen slaying your brethren. Gypsy that pens then blew the proverbial coup, leaving yourself out of the loop, drifting towards bottomless primordial soup. Stupid monkey, keep jumping through that fucking hoop while the ringmaster in top at his suit is laughing vicariously through and at you upon your forehead tattoo. The name you squander's life is taboo. Such a powerful mammal domesticated. I'ma call you, that's what I'ma call you, and cry as you die in captivity with blood and quill. I will artistically purge you of such audible illiteracy, exposing the nervous system of spoken imagery composed in the chasms of my creative ministry, making you root that soulless stupidity you left digitally scarred by set vinyl compact disc. But it's words you could have spoken that makes a crime of all this. If you had made one hood, keep the gun on his hip, or one barely blossoming flower from having a kid, while touching what we all keep so well hid, our soul, the most valuable body part. Then life itself would have kindled your spark, but the gift you shot was way off the mark. And I won't let rap die like all urban upstart, so I'ma preach till I preach hearts from Illa, PA, the world over and back to the art. So yeah, I call it art. Listening is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening? Is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening? Is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening to me? Listen. It starts in the soul. It enters through the ear. It's a culture.
Just check the time. I don't want to stay on too long.
Divine is the mind's glyph in timeless etchings. Behold, it's the anti-sex, drugs, lost in religion, product of the public school system. I'm supposed to be the way I'm supposed to be in prison with a host of evil, rancid, forbidden rubbish of society. Yet I lay smitten in soul, sobriety, christened by the divine hand of humanitarianism. Still huddled mass, they don't want to listen. All blind eyes among the egoism for greed runs bloody through society, circulatory system. But I think therefore I cause an aneurysm in this cultural vein. Attempted civilization, prophetic Crylons tracing the anarchism shaping, vividly painting its manifestation. Though this seems to be escaping all these generic Dick and Janes in our common physical plane. Then again, the latter was strictly hypothetic. Subject matter for most of my fellow vertebrates are pathetic, severely battered, logically synthetic, invalids, politically wedded to ignorance, existence anesthetic, inoculating this recessively genetic, humane race of primates. Hopes is lost in the mindscape, but it's such an epic rate to which I almost emulate. For such lunacy only motivates this being of street lights and sewer grates, urban magistrate of die humanity, poised to emancipate my nuclear family. Infinite struggle, gape and self-sanity, avidly from atop my milk crate. The ignorance and arson I lay intellectually starving, with pen meticulously sharpened, birthing life in womb-like margins as I graciously etch my soul on parchment. Amidst the ignorance and arson I lay intellectually starving, with pen meticulously sharpened, birthing life in womb-like margins as I graciously etch my soul on parchment. Hold more words from the wise to the impure. Take all your religions, economical subdivisions, prisons, racial fission, hope scattering prisms and upper crust pseudo-educated isms. Back to your sanctions hidden deep within incestuous hatred, where savages dance conceptually naked around the loveless flame as it blazes, white hot with deceit, greed and rages, filling these metropolitan mazes with its ageless gases, genocidal agents, causing severe civil impatience throughout the generations. Thus our newborns become such as grotesquely deformed hybrids of societal norms, simply bred to conform like all good sacrificial lambs. But this one would rather create with idle hands and bear fruit among the united wastelands of arid modern man's endless homogeneous homo sapien sands. So I stands, or rather graces, the desolate as a vocal oasis, surging with the nectar of the fates which mystically irrigates this utopian retreat for all sages and pavements, each in trance channeling life through pages amid blunt and moonlit incantations. So stop and piece together your concentration. I don't give a Republican's tongue if you're into rock, rap, or assimilation. This here is creation as it exists in nature, so bear witness or bear fate to my pen as it's meticulously sharpened amidst the ignorance and arson, passionately poised to etch my soul on parchment. Amidst the ignorance and arson, I lay intellectually starving, with pen meticulously sharpened, birthing life in moonlight margins as I graciously etch my soul on parchment. Amidst the ignorance and arson, I lay intellectually starving, with pen meticulously sharpened, birthing life in moonlight margins as I graciously etch my soul on parchment. Yes, it is once again the man they call J.Rawls and DosEOne, the physical manifestation of lyrics. My words are for you to hear. I etch them on my soul for you to behold, taste them, touch them.
Dos, uno, dos, uno.
Even the weak sides had it up to here with these whack rappers coming in there, just good actors, dressed up bona fide before cameras as they snap in glass eyes, they're caught captified in their own iniquity. I'm sick of it, passivity is no longer the pastime. I'm getting ill with these rhymes, they're full force and constant, and they have volition behind them. Come, seek, you can find my mind in yours. Now that's more like it. This is a little number I like to call self-explanatory. Hush, child, Don't make me affix hatred in your coordinates into my lingual matrix and shape this microphone into a dominatrix. Whipping you shameless. MCs be all tongue and anus, needless to say, brainless. So take a deep breath and think gracious before I scar all your faces, leaving that flavor as tasteless. Still, you boast about cheese lost in the rat races, fabricating first places. Champ, you can't even tie them shoelaces. Rookie, get back to basics. Take 10 nostalgic paces, bow your head and get wasted. It's the mere echo of my phrases replaces what used to be your mental mazes. Then again, the preceding statement raises much room for debate since your labyrinth was a cubicle with an open door. In terms of this metaphor, of course, you poor falling meteor, of course, intended to plummet evermore throughout the cosmos, except your path brought you dangerously close to the burning mass of prose they call ghosts, representing the shores of my conception's coast. Ah, squire, to your ignorance we toast and drink away your pain. My bad, was that your jugular vein? It's funny, all bloodstained, yet quite tame. Eyes have lost that pretty flame. Pity, shame, and remorse make my palms sweat and voice slightly hoarse. But it's all in sport, or was it the mind? That there was the introduction to a battle rhyme. Come on, let's get down to the logistics as I lay low from the illa district, leaving the cock strong dicklets, beings exotically twisted like modern tapestries cryptic. My masteries depicted as I get downright sadistic, humbling the gifted. MCs can't even get down talking about I get lifted. And why ain't you elevating? I guess all that masturbating got you gripping a mic tighter, waiting some form of sterile sonic ejaculation. Pitiful exhibitionist, I pity your oval impotence and relative insignificance, reminiscent of a peace officer, deceased coffin sore of a ceremonial master. You should have been a pastor. You can still live a lie and only greet peace when you die, but you're just high. Well, I'm surrounded by chickens and snakes in a pigsty. Still jokers like you wanna battle the white guy. Can't you see soul burning in my eye? For in that eye, your prime sacrifice material, lost in hope of a miracle. But rap must cope with bacterial infections such as thou. And watch where you point that scowl. Were you born the elite child? See, I was born phonetically restless, already able to kinetically impress this silhouette into your breast with spontaneous focus conception, burning flesh with my temper inflection, properly certified for stage cross sections, splitting all around me wide open, leaving carbon monoxide in the air, smoking. Put it this way, if it breathes, it's fucking choking on the words I set in motion, sky splitting thunderclaps, the one has spoken. I battle gods at the Vatican, Parthenon or Hoboken. Still your slogan is, nah man, I ain't about that thought provoking. Yes, it's true, you're just broken, packed harder than English, but this man slaughtered the fiendish since the infinite deemed this dark apostle seamless among the tattered and dreamless masses of demons. So pray ye come like semen and get lost in my abstract womb, extracting whom you be through those actions as you fall to the will of my fashion. Thanks, it's been fun practicing. I'm done. Tax. Ha. Ha. Yes. Self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. Understand, see, it explains itself. It's nothing but you in my presence, which is raw meat on my table. And in this instance, I am the deadliest of carnivores. DosEOne, the sire of metaphor. I'm knocking at your mind's door. Open up, child. I've got a treat. Get money. Look, not in wallet nor purse, but purse, son, kids. I shouldn't even be going through this, except it seems the clueless have taken it upon their shrewdness, or lack thereof, to brood some blind love for their oppressor slash molester with his blood green complexion. Yet according to my comprehension, cold hard cash is devoid of any affection. So with no heart, no racial preference, it fucks us all up the narrow shaft of our essence while we bite pillows, cold sweating, dreaming of the world liquidated, laying and infatuated and then fornicated orifice, sedated by its tone promiscuous behavior, then inseminated by a paper thin savior, which whispered swift and seductive promises of happiness and bliss, only if you bear spawn upon 9 hips. And I ask you this, how can any being of want resist? Thus with minds and money clips, all embellishing its need, allowing the young seed to subsist, placing a warm breast to its lips. Shameful how now the need shifts as you gleefully submit to motherly lusts and passionate fits of a hormonal monetary imbalance. And with one good reflective glimpse, it's obvious you've been shortchanged on half-wits, but you're quite contrite, the frivolous bitch. Alas, quicker than quick, bestower of birth sits, perishable nursemaid, enslaved and whipped, stuck disposing of this filthy lava's piss and shit, desperately hoping with such acts of piousness you could one day be caught up in the midst of its empty embrace, your local U.S. Mint deemed grace. Paying a penny for your thoughts, selling that soul for nothing. Vile gluttons. Keep paying a penny for those thoughts and selling that soul for nothing. Fucking vile gluttons. Dirty little thing, ain't it? For such a small scrap of parchment tainted, our hopes run dry and indelible die. Number 6665, which is probably contrived of human hair, a pinch of despair and fetal pig's eyes. Still in God's trust we're mesmerized, and directly besides our once prized lives we stack Tom, George, and Abe the top lives. Nevertheless, much to man's surprise, all this banking on pains got evolution looking like small change, while our small brains have grown financially deranged, with priceless common sense greedily exchanged for the cold copper kind. Strange how desire devours the mind, shame on our wanton little kind, eager to buy love, liquor, and time, until it's all polished off, then we shine. Selfishly sentimental, unconsequential, luscious, unconscious, in passion's plushes, dreaming of precious metals and sluts with beckoning labia and glistening breasts, all heaving the sultry sweats, me as the eagle's crest, inked in hot sex upon their chest, so uninhibited and dressed in mid-climax, you wake a lucid mess and firmly press that hard dick into the mattress, setting adrift in pauper's ecstasy, completely content to lay dormant with those pudgy nicks affectionately bent about one last red cent. Keep paying a penny for those thoughts, selling that soul for nothing. Fucking vile gluttons. Pitching a penny for those thoughts and selling that soul for nothing. Vile gluttons. You can all keep paying a penny for those thoughts and selling your souls for nothing. Fucking vile gluttons. It's in the pockets, not the soul. Weigh it. Break out your scales of self. Analyze. Look at yourself. Look in your eyes. Not in your accounts. In your said worth. It's inner. Enjoy. Lyrics are nothing if not explicit. Anything less vivid would simply be unartistic. Some malicious scrape on surface of the intrinsic, pent exquisite wonders of a damn gifted, morally militaristic. Entire generation fine young social misfits, so is it really just a business run by gorge clansmen and fascists, defecating and belly laughing beyond one-way glasses, while our starstruck asses are thrown in slings, stirrups, and caskets. After all, one man's record deal is some rich pig's asset, and with one good squeal, it's fodder for the masses. Inherent hate cannon ideal, while lost lads and lasses fate seal with unlit matches and lumber on heavy heels to assimilate the vastness revealed by an inspired individual, the precious product of strife. Not modern miracles, life itself is subliminal, so get that understanding off minimal kindling and fucking listen in is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening, ladies and gentlemen? How else could you come to comprehend the lyrically explicit when you're not even listening? Is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening to what you're preaching, or just practicing the rest of mine's teaching? Your goals gaskets are blown and think tanks leaking. If love is sown, then life's what you're reaping. It's that simple. Consumption's brings in time spindle. We've only pestilence. Look, I know benevolence is comfortable, but so's unconsciousness. Go numbskull from constant fits of head banging bob, pummeled by subconscious fist force upon unchanging ways of self and life's intricate maze, which is conception stone paved through a calendrical days in a thick, toxic technological haze. But you're barely grasping the topic, let alone title or page. Just nodding that knot cause it pays. Well, you know what DosEOne would say. If you're gonna grip a mic, damn well better rock it beyond taste, touching optics. Remove dick from socket and soap from pockets. That shit is noxious. Open your mind through your ears and hear who you're mocking. Socially stifled simpletons, how can you comprehend the lyrically explicit when you're still not listening to understanding? Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening? Poets a la make pretend you just don't comprehend the lyrically explicit when you refuse to start listening. Now, how could I possibly express in any honesty the intensity of my culture's timeless identity, sole epitome of consistency, if not explicitly? I am lucidity, and this is my creative ministry. Come and relax, enjoy your succulent sack of placidity. Taste the imagery with every shred of energy in your entity. Oh, I mean, shut the fuck up and listen to me. Oh, ye masters of mind control and Freemasonry, whoever so savagely squeeze life from a constituency, all in the NAME of democracy, the single largest standing monopoly left in our country, tis of thee. But of course, in the typecast glory of ebonic vulgarity, the fucking government ain't listening to me, so they can keep their indivisibly strangled shit stickers in subjugation. You've already given so much, like death by tax, inebriation, fornication, and corrective incarceration. Listen to the screams of your sultry sovereign nation. So yeah, I call it creation. In the face of the slap happy, practically pagan, how can you possibly comprehend the deemed lyrically explicit when you're not even listening? Is the key to understanding. Understanding unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Are you listening? Beyond the fucking stickers and false word of Surgeon Gen to truly comprehend the lyrically explicit, then and only then will you be listening to understanding. It unlocks knowledge of self to being true. Listen to explicit lyrics. DosEOne. J. Create. I see you. Why? I'm utterly disgusted, sick to my soul with this ignorance encrusted, gaping hole in the ground called rap. I've found on the whole a functional lapse between what seemed sold and where I'm at. So look up, attentive and confident, but by all means must stay one-footed, rotten duck, and inbred two-headed mutt away from me at all times, because I'm allergic to most synthetic materials. You rhyme, I voice the spiritual, along the lines of a similar superiority principle I could redefine until wax is pressed from swine, or this hulking mass of ill gets signed. Of course, then you can posthumously shine a fat footstool shallowed on some track of mine. That is when it's played backwards on 45. Then poof, you're mortified. I mean immortalized. Miscreant, you misjudge the portal size. Can't put itself, friends, or fan in the pretentious platinum high rise. So when the lust ego deal things capsize, you can count out my daring deeds and random acts of heroism. But that's just me, and I'm a stickler for wisdom, or any substance of like texture. Listen, glorified heckler of a nosebleed, heed your tongue or be oppressed. Imagine that much needed rest. Catch a notion of breath, let thoughts regress, and a famished mind digest my constructive criticism in context. Commencing further with the post-rack overdose set, coloring your pristine hopes fed with molten openness, unsaid, better shed, molt and burn well, the scales, feathers, and fire from your lapel, simple structural cell, how in Sam hell could you even attempt to quell the growth of this poetic microcosm? Do tell. That's what I thought. MCs rock bottom, feed her fuel for the onslaught. I'm secret society, evil, cerebral attack squad taught. Time worn and tested. You are at best bested, stranger. A modicum of euthanasia. My inspiration, the love of my nuclear family, Alexis and my breath, J.Rawls, the living vibe, without which none of this you've seen tonight would be possible. As for myself, I am a member of the secret society of skill scavengers, the essence of ill, dark infinite, my mentor, Mahayana, Fanique, the man they called Slaughter, apostle, schizophrenic and kicks, evil the infinite, evolve my eyes and ears in this lovely world, to all its cerebral, actual, solar, fifth dimensions, the fat man, Jericho, one up, the mighty lioness. my personal motherland, Illa Finna PA, DJ Plastique. To all my cohorts around my local little world, East Coast is infinity, my friend. The mighty ARC and Patterson NJ. To all wet paint and my brothers in this Crylon war we wage against the everyday knucklehead. Rome's one, dance key, stem rock, seismic, Zaz styles. And last of all, to all that's conscious, peace, love, maintain the art form. I am DosEOne, the lyricist. And what I'm gonna do in this art form is break all the rules. I'm gonna create where you're not supposed to. I'm gonna build on holy land. Anything, if it's surface